Grand old
70,000
American
documents.
patriot.
June 2019, Paula D is recorded calling all for black employees the N-word.
We had a lot of people saying the N-word this decade.
Yeah.
Like, at the wrong... Well, I mean...
Yeah.
Every time's the wrong time.
But in really
is.
big, high oof traffic areas.
yeah.
Like, yeah, her employees were recording Paula D and going. She went on a rant, and then she said it multiple times and basically lost her career.
Didn't Kramer do that too or something? He did something like that.
I know Hulk Hogan did it.
Hulk Hogan did it. Papa John's
Yeah,
did it.
Papa
He
John.
made it. Kramer made an oopsie on stage.
That's what happens.
Which
You
is
don't
what
tip your
happened.
delivery driver properly. They rage.
June 7th, Andy Murray becomes the first British man to win the Wimbledon. December 5th, Nelson Mandela passes away.
Or did
And-
he?
For the second time.
Yes.
Fuck off.
You know that
Yes.
Mandela effect is real.
It's always been Berenstain.
Yeah.
No, it hasn't. You did not say that when you were a child.
Brought to you by the letter CERN.
Mark, I want to go over the best and worst tech gadgets and
Is
trends
the
of
Wii U
decade.
on there? Please have the Wii U on there.
We'll get there. So
Well, we've been waiting to hear from Walker whether or not that bidet's any good. Or it sounds like it's the best thing.
Or,
It's like-
or
Stimulating
did
He
he?
got a bayonet to clean his ass.
Yeah.
I didn't say bayonet, you dick.
Sorry, bidet.
It's my
So
wife's
I went
fault.
through a bunch of different tech lists to pretty much just find ones that worked for me, and then I was like, all these are pretty shit, so I'm just gonna pick and
Nice.
choose and then find ones from each year that I like. So we're gonna go through each year and then just sort of talk about it. Nothing too crazy. Have a little commentary here. So the first one to start off, 2010, we got 3D and curved televisions. I actually never owned one, but there's probably a reason for that. They were pretty super expensive whenever they launched.
There
There
isn't.
weren't too many products that actually had those features, and the 3D and the curves weren't actually worthwhile for the price that you paid for them, typically.
Yeah, only one person can enjoy the experience.
Yeah,
You had to be sitting, like, right in front of
Yeah,
the screen.
viewing angles were atrocious.
The worst thing ever, yeah. They're great for monitors.
Yeah, they're good now.
Probably for a monitor.
There were active 3D glasses, and those were like $200 or $300 each, or
Mhm.
$150, $200 each. Like it was just too
Crazy.
much. Maybe a good product, just not the right time. 2011, we got Google Plus. So Google was so big, they're like, let's make a social network, and then force every Google user to have one.
Facebook,
Mhm.
Twitter,
About that.
Google Plus.
Yeah, they forced everybody to have it.
Yeah, so and they also made sure that you also knew about it. They sent you emails about it, put notifications everywhere, put them all over YouTube. And then Google had a data breach a few years later that breached all of the Google Plus user information out on the internet. So Google was like, hey, let's shut it off. And now it's
The only reason I ever knew about that.
Exactly.
F.
Nut. Maybe I'll buy another
yeah?
You
nut
said
nut
the only reason
nut
why I
bun.
knew about that and nothing else was said.
Oh, is because of Ray William Johnson.
Oh, okay.
The only reason I knew about that is one, because I had to go over to Google Plus because at the time YouTube was like, you can't have a YouTube account without fucking Google Plus, and it was
Yep.
the only place, it was the only social media account that wasn't blocked at my school. So during programming and coding or like CAD, I would just browse Google
CAD.
Plus
yeah, it was available on my school too. Forgot about that.
because it's Google.
There's
I
no
just
point,
found
to be honest.
I just found the way around it to get on Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh,
Proximities.
There's just long story short, there's a lot of ways you can just backdoor into
There is.
a lot of school stuff, and I was just like, oh, this is neat. Click.
Remember the good
Oh,
old
I'm on
proxy
Facebook in
sites?
detention now.
yeah.
You would do like the Facebook.ca, and it wouldn't
Yep.
block it.
Mine
Like
was
we
like
do other countries.
io.facebook or some shit. It was weird.
Yeah.
So yeah, Google killed that a few years after that, and yeah, you can't use it anymore. Moving on to the next year, 2012, we got the good old Wii U. You know, good old revolutionary console for the time. Had
Wii U,
two
Wii U,
screens that
Wii
you
U,
could
Wii
use.
U, Wii U. That quickly
For games like-
became fucking dust magnet because no one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was too shiny, way too shiny.
It was
Yeah.
too not
Games
good.
released on it like Smash and Super Mario Maker, but you know, it didn't
That
really do
couldn't even
anything with its
save
great
it.
gamepad technology. I mean, besides Mario Maker, I guess.
That's it.
But
Literally, that was
the
it.
basic starting model started at $300, and that was a little tough. And then if you needed to replace your gamepad, if you ever broke it, that was even more tough because I don't believe you really could do that.
$150.
Yeah, for a controller. Well, I guess the Elite controllers now that much. So, fuck me,
To-
you know.
To be fair, I feel like if we didn't ever have the, we wouldn't have ended up getting the Switch because it was like a similar concept, but not done the right way.
That was also the last game console to come out with no, not Masahiro Sakurai. The fucking president of Nintendo before the current one.
You're the guy that's supposed to know this. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Keep talking. I'll Google.
Word. So, gamepads were super expensive to replace, and then after Mario Maker 3 was announced, pretty much there was no reason to have a Wii U after that. I mean, you can still do GameCube games and stuff, but
No, you couldn't do
New products,
GameCube
yeah.
games. You could do Wii games, but not GameCube games.
oh, true. Next one on my also in 2012 looks like Windows RT, if you all remember that. So
Oh
now that
my
I think of
goodness.
it was actually kind of like Windows 10s. Like it limited you to.
Yeah, I was just about to say that's the new version of it.
But like, I'll get to that. So it was a lot like Windows 10s. They tried to sell you an
Satoru
additional
Iwata.
keyboard.
What's the name? Satoru Iwata. Go ahead.
So-
Sorry.
No problem. So with that keyboard, or Windows tries to also sell you a $120 keyboard attachment, which it doesn't come included with. Product probably would have worked, but it was launched during a pretty shitty time. So Windows 8 was pretty new, and not a lot of people like the app style to it. And there also weren't that many apps in the actual store, so compatibility was pretty small.
Here's a question. If Windows 8 was released today, like without Windows 10, like if Windows went like 7 and then today 8 was released, do you think it would have done better?
Probably.
Yeah, I'd say so. Like if they made a tablet version of their operating system and just released it alongside it instead of being the whole replacement, I think that would work really well. But that's all I can really fathom there. On to the next year, 2013, we got the Apple Mac Pro, also known as the garbage can Mac Pro. It was called a professional machine, but what was really professional about it is that you had to give it to Apple if you wanted to get any kind of upgrades to it. So hard drive, RAM, video card, literally anything had to be like certified Apple components. So you couldn't upgrade it. You had to pay however much to just get a new system.
I remember that bad boy.
Stark contrast to the new MacBook or the new Mac Pro, which is surprisingly
but-
easy to upgrade.
It's actually built for people to use it later down the line and not have to spend $25,000 again.
Yeah.
Up to the next year, 2014, we got the Amazon Fire Phone. In my opinion, it was actually a pretty cool idea. It used web apps instead of standard apps, which would perform a bit better, being that it was just like a website that ran on your phone in a app-like way. So you didn't need as expensive hardware or anything too crazy to run it. And then developers would actually be able to update the app directly, or update the website directly instead of sending app updates to individual users. The only thing that sucked about it is that you had to completely redevelop your apps again into this kind of medium. So developers weren't about it. And then Amazon was like, hey, we're going to sell this phone for 99 cents. And then a lot of people were pissed off about that.
Yep.
Next year in 2015, we got Amazon one day and same day delivery. It's not really a bad thing, but my commentary on it is that same day delivery isn't implemented on too many cities. And it's pretty wild to think of how an item gets to your door. Like the conditions all the workers have to go through, and that shit is kind of disappointing. Like, So I know a few years ago, Amazon had a bunch of employees walk out and protest. So that's a little disappointing. Next year, 2016, we got the Galaxy Note 7. Apparently, the phone wasn't too bad, but it started fires.
Straight fire.
Straight fire.
Pocket bomb.
So the batteries would rupture under unknown circumstances, according to Samsung. So Samsung recalled the device and then gave everyone a new Note 7. But, you know, joke's on you fuckers. The phone's going to blow up again, so we're going to need you to take it back to your carrier and bring it back pronto.
And now it's gone.
You got
That's
caught
the
on
story of the Galaxy Note 7.
If you got caught on a plane with that bad boy, you're immediately going to jail.
And if you still wanted to use it,
that's because the iPhones at the time had a 0.05% higher chance of erupting.
Nope.
But they did a much better job at keeping it under the radar.
Yep. No, they personally made you take your phone out and they checked every phone. And if you somehow got the phone past the checkpoint and you brought it onto the phone, you were getting arrested.
Yeah, and then it just stopped working after a few months.
Yeah, I remember Schroeder had his. He never traded his in, and then they were like, "Fuck you guys! You don't want to trade your phones in? We're cutting you guys off," and they just stopped it. Because there was millions of people who never traded it in, wasn't there?
Yeah, there's probably more than quite a few.
That's what I thought.
Oh, I'm sure you could root it and still use it.
Probably.
I doubt it. That's a collector's item, I'd assume. Year after that, still going with the phones, 2017, we had the iPhone 7 no signal issue. So there's a bug in the iPhone 7 that would just kill the network, just make it not connect to anything anymore.
And the batteries, too.
That's still happening.
Bane of my
still bring that
fucking
shit in.
existence.
Yeah, and if you want to get that fixed, you got to take your phone to an Apple certified repair center so they can send it out and get you a replacement and take a look at it and send it back. No, they didn't recall it. They just kept selling them. They didn't fix the issue on the product line. They just hoped that everyone would either forget about it or go to Apple and get it replaced instead.
Exactly.
Happy birthday, James.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Oh shit, happy birthday.
Thank you.
You're another year more powerful.
I'm 25. I can rent a car now.
Stronger.
Give me a second. I'm going to go to Enterprise real quick and rent a car.
He's going to borrow one and then trash it. Make him think twice about the 25 age limit.
It's going to be 40 now.
Yeah. Same age you need to rent altar porn. Walker, your microphone is not working. You got a little mute button there. Okay.
I was talking to my wife.
Oh.
Moving on to the next year, 2018, Fallout 76 came out. So I really wanted to like this game.
Me too. I wanted to like it so bad.
But it got a 52 on Metacritic. I played it a lot more than I probably should have. The quality wasn't the best, but I wanted to get my money's worth, my good old $60. And I wanted to give it a chance. Like, I really wanted to explore everything, you know, really take as much time as I could to actually, like, take time before I could determine that this game was a piece of shit. So,
Oh, I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a blast with reading about Fallout 76. Did you hear about Did you hear about the other shit that happened in Fallout 76?
Yeah, I'm going to talk about that at the end of this.
What, is there something new?
Yeah, reset the fucking clock. Tape that clock to 0.
We'll talk about that here in a bit.
What?
So one of the big issues of the game is that it was built off of the existing creation engine from the previous games. So you got bugs from existing games, game-breaking bugs, crashes, shitty AI, bad looting, quests just not generally working. Pretty much the entire game is broken. And then you also had limited backpack and storage. And then Bethesda released Fallout first, and they were like, we're going to give unlimited features to these people if you pay for it. And then they broke that the week after, and all the people that stored it in there lost their shit. So a year after that game came out, it's still going. The game is still bad. The AI is still crap. There's bugs throughout the world. And there was hacking recently. Bethesda is putting out pretty much bug fixes every month, but fun thing about the bug fixes is that they tend to break more things in the game than they actually fix. So they end up having to roll back the bug fixes to fix their thing that they broke in the fix, and it's all over the place. Over the Christmas break, there was a group of people that developed a hacking tool to steal player inventories from other players without them even noticing. So you could just walk up to a player, run a script real quick, and boom, you have their inventory. That's it.
Jesus Christ.
And it's all because it's built on a game that, or an engine that was developed 10 or 15 years ago.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, it
It
is.
sure does.
No, like, let's make a multiplayer version of it. Sounds good.
What happens
Would
in
have been
Vegas
nice if
clearly
they
doesn't
flushed
stay
everything
in-
out. Huh?
Oh, I was making a joke. What happens in New Vegas?
Oh. Yeah, it just stays in there, man. Don't go nowhere else. Jesus.
That's my little rant about Fallout 76.
Is that what you were saying? A hack? Is that what happened?
Yeah,
Or is there
happened-
something else?
That happened on December 23rd, was the hacking inventory.
Oh, there was another thing
Oh.
where they found an exploit where you could just pop into other people's games, like closed games, their private
Oh,
servers.
yeah,
You
that-
could just pop into it.
Yeah, whenever they first launched the private worlds, like, they weren't private. If you were friends with the people, you could just jump into it.
Yeah, this
and-
is complete strangers though.
Yeah, because a lot of people would just get like friends with. I mean, that happens often where, like, even people you would just team up with for one mission, they're in your friends list now.
Mutuals of a friend would be able
Yeah,
to pop
or
into
in
your
your-
closed
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
game.
any of that social menu, you'd be able to pop in.
At this point, Bethesda and like all their game trying to fix is like it's just that it's that build, it's that workshop that just has days without a fatal incident, and just keep having to take the thing down and go right back to zero every
So
couple.
let me ask you guys this: if I think my prediction is that if Elder Scrolls, the new Elder Scrolls comes out and it's not good, Bethesda's
Not gonna have a good time.
they're not gonna have a good time.
No.
I think I see promise though. Like I think they could do it. They've been working
People
on
saw
this for a
people
long
saw
time.
promise since Fallout 76. I remember
No,
when
there
that
were
was.
tons of people who were already like, no, this game.
I remember when that was
talked.
talked about at E3, and the crowd went fucking wild.
Ballistic. I was at home squealing like a little girl. I was so excited about it.
Yeah, I was pretty hyped, not gonna lie. I wanted to like it.
Me too. I tried so hard. We played for a while.
Yeah.
We did have fun. We had some fun.
Yeah, definitely. It was the people more than anything else. And
Yeah.
that's the thing. Is like the game just wasn't entertaining when I was playing by myself.
Me and Nate
Yeah,
had
the culture was pretty good there.
me and Nate had fun playing Deadliest Warrior 1 and 2, the game. That game sucks butts, but we still had fun with it.
There were a total of 2 people online in the entire
And it was the
server
two of
across
us.
the world. Yeah, it was us too.
We had fun playing Ball 3D.
We did. We met some good friends.
Yeah, there was like 15 people in that. I don't know, maybe. Okay,
Oh my
moving on to
God.
the year after that. Let's get off of Fallout 76. We got 2019 with Apple AirPower. Wouldn't it be cool if there was a place where you could charge all of your Apple devices in one place using wireless technology? Apple thought so too, but
But just the but.
Apple thought so too.
yeah, Apple thought so too, and they told everybody in a press conference, but they didn't actually release the product. So it looks like you won't be able to get your Apple certified QI charger after all, because everybody needs their own Apple certified versions of everything for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
That's all I
It's-
really have to say about that.
It's just the idea of the ecosystem. It's just everything is just meant for it. It's just
Like I could have talked about that one game that everybody the most hyped game of the year that didn't do too well, but we already talked about that. Good old Anthem.
I
Mark,
played
if
it.
you want to do the top tech trends, if you use the middle link, in
Yeah, no problem.
The
let me bring
Verge.
that up.
the Verge one's the best, and you can start whatever number you want.
Yeah, no problem.
And while he's doing that really quick, let me list off some things that happened in 2014. 2014, February 8th, Jimmy Fallon starts his tenure as the host of The Tonight Show. February 28th, Dennis Rodman travels to North Korea to become the first American to meet the leader. March 2014, Russia invades Ukraine. March 8th, Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 vanishes off the
where
radar.
the fuck did it go?
unable to be found even to this day, except for parts that they did find on shore. March 23rd, an outbreak of Ebola and becomes the largest outbreak of the virus in history. April 2014, the Flint water crisis begins. As the city tries to cut costs on water, basically becomes unusable. May 5th, TMC shows footage of Beyonce's sister punching Jay-Z in the face on an elevator. That was that was some big news. August 9th, another huge news. Unarmed 18-year-old Michael Brown was shot dead in Ferguson, causing several weeks of rioting in the community, fueling and starting the Black Lives Matter movement. August 11th, Robin Williams is found dead. August 19th, American photojournalist James Foley is beheaded by the terrorist group ISIS, starting their rise to power. August 30th, the greatest event and probably of the decade, the Fappening. 200 celebrities' iCloud accounts are hacked and all their nude photos are leaked to the internet by 4chan.
The elite hacker 4chan.
I remember.
Who
that.
is this
good-
4chan guy?
The good old Fappening. Comedian Joan Rivers dies September 4th while undergoing plastic surgery. Joan Rivers.
She did a lot of like red carpet stuff. She looked super fake.
Yeah,
November 24th, hacker breaches Sony Entertainment and releases embarrassing information about the company as North Korea threatens to bomb the United States to stop the movie The Interview from being released. Who remembers that shit?
Yeah.
The movie got
I
released.
do.
And
It
did
went to
really
Netflix.
fucking well.
It did. It went to Netflix instead, but yeah, that was basically Seth Rogen creating war with Kim Jong-un by creating a movie about him, which was hilarious.
The North Korean version is really interesting to watch.
Oh, it's probably edited as fuck.
Oh, it paints it in the best light possible.
There's a North Korean version?
It's really hard to find. I probably searched for it for like 2 or 3 days. I didn't watch a lot of it, but it's like everything that all of the good things that you saw were true
Excuse me.
instead of being like big ol' fucking like poster board and shit.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, me neither. But yeah, that's 2014.
Well, I gotta go.
And
I
now,
gotta go
Mark,
on a
you want to
hunt.
go over the best tech trends and gadgets of the decade?
Oh yeah, no problem. So we're going to go through the 25 best tech trends of the decade. There was like 100 here, but I figured 25 would work for us. We're going to start off with number 25 in 2015, good old USB-C.
Nice.
Good replacement for good old micro USB, jeez. 2024, 2014, pop sockets, those little things you stick to the back of your phone so you could take selfies. Yeah, those were popular. that was a trend. Yeah,
I have one of those. It actually holds my phone to my desk.
I like it.
That's actually pretty smart.
I saw an OtterBox today that had one attached, like built into it.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Number 23, specifically in 2013, the DJI Phantom or drones. Yeah, good old popular flying things. Now everybody can fly unmanned aerial vehicles around your neighborhood.
UAVs, if you will.
Not without the fucking.
Yeah, not without an FCC or
Yeah.
what is it?
You have to be 5 miles away from an airport.
No,
Yeah,
you
and
have to register it.
Register it
Yeah.
with the FCC or the FAC. Some thing.
One of those
Yeah.
Something.
flying people.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Mike.
Good old 2014, we got the Ring video doorbell.
Hell yeah.
Starting your smart home off right at the door. Allows you to take some pictures, allows you to see who's at your door, do all that sort of stuff. And it's a good old smart home product. 21, we got the Bose Quiet Comfort 35s. They made two
Headphones.
versions of them and integrated Google Assistant, so that's pretty cool. Number 20, 2015, we got Jewel. Don't really have to say too much of that. If
It's
you've read the
been
news,
that
you've
long.
heard about it. Yeah, they've been around longer than
Yeah,
you
they've been a
think. They
while.
only got popular in the last year or two, but yeah, they've been around. I mean, thinking of whenever I quit smoking cigarettes, that was probably 2 or 3 years ago. So yeah, it sounds about right. 2019 or number 19, we got the Panasonic Lumix GH4. Apparently, it was an affordable Panasonic 4K camera, but
Had the
didn't really do
selfie
that
screen.
Go ahead.
It had this has the selfie screen where you can flip it around.
Yeah, it was pretty much for YouTubers, I guess.
Yeah.
But it was just in an expensive lineup and, well, didn't really do too well. 18, we got the Dell XPS 13 from 2015. It was a lot like a Surface, like pretty small, like a Surface or even a smaller MacBook, but oh, actually, it was a MacBook Air clone, but it didn't do too well because it was a Dell XPS. Number
True.
17, we got the Nest thermostat in 2011. Yeah, smart home again, cool. Yeah, we're still getting there. Now we got to put it on thermostats. Number 16, Anker Power Cord, 10,000 milliamp. We're just gonna go with battery banks. Yeah, those were really popular.
Battery banks, the
And
future.
I know a bunch of people always bought up a shit ton of those. They just like appeared, and everyone's like, "All right, I'll buy battery banks."
Yep.
Now.
Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was walking around with two of them suckers because of that damn game. I caught Pokemon Fever real hard.
Number 15, we got the Nintendo Switch in 2017. A lot of people bought them. Number 14, we got the shitbox Dell Chromebook.
I don't get that name at all. I don't know if it's supposed to mean Chromebook or what.
Probably just Dell's Chromebooks. Apparently they're shitboxes.
There you go.
2013, we got the original Galaxy Note from 2011. Oh, it's number 13, sorry. But yeah, it was quickly replaced with all the other Galaxy lines, but didn't last too long. Just a
Phone was
massive
huge.
phablet. Yeah.
It was a tablet. It wasn't even a phone.
Yeah, it was like the first phablet, pretty much.
Yeah.
Back when that was a thing. Number 12, in 2011, we got TV remotes with Netflix buttons.
Woo!
Yeah, that was a cool fad. Number 11, Apple. Yeah, there's one right there. Wow, Netflix button. I think that's actually like the same remote on
That
the
was
Sony
yeah,
TV.
that's from 2 years ago.
Number 11, 2013, we got the Apple iPad Air. You know, a cool thinner design, slim down bezels, and all this other stuff. But we didn't really do that much to the tablet, so here you go. Number 10, Google Pixel 2 in 2017. Yeah, they did some cool stuff, like they built in the assistant, but it was still pretty much the same phone. Even my opinion, the Pixel 4 doesn't look too great. Skipping on from that. Number 9, we got the Sony PlayStation 4 of 2013. So it did pretty well, but it did the second best home selling console. So yeah. Number 8, we got Microsoft Pro Surface 3 of 2014. So right after the Surface RT, they released the Surface Pro 3 and finally got the games right. It was super expensive. I remember that.
Yep.
Number 7, the Apple Watch Series 3. A lot of people have those. So many Apple Watches went around.
I think the Series 3 was also the first time that it went embedded. Where you
Oh yeah,
can...
that they did embedded SIM cards.
Yeah.
Number 6, we got the Apple AirPods from 2016. Started a meme by itself.
Yep.
Everybody had to get them. It's another Apple product and wireless earbuds. So of course you gotta get it.
Wait,
Number
they
5,
can't
Tesla.
hear you. They got AirPods in.
Oh. Number 5, we got the Tesla Model S from 2012. You know, the first electric vehicle that Elon Musk told everyone about and everybody was sure to know about. Number 4, the Samsung Galaxy S6. I'm not too sure what was really popular about this, but oh yeah, it was like the first Samsung phone with an OLED screen along with a curved design.
Yeah, it
Wow.
was one of the evolutionary versions. The yeah, it was they basically got rid of their plastic and had all better aesthetics, and they changed the complete design on it.
Get that
Yep,
AMOLED.
good old curves on the side. Number 3, we got the Apple MacBook Air of 2013. It was super popular whenever they released their 2013 model because it was a little bit bigger. They also updated a MagSafe connector, if I remember correctly, got
Yep.
rid of the CD drive, and then made it a bit smaller.
Everyone's like,
I-
"Oh my god, this is amazing!" Other than the shitty white one they have out.
Number 2, the Amazon Echo 2014 edition. So back whenever they started it, everybody had to get an Amazon Echo.
That was the first one.
And then to top it all off, the biggest tech trend of the last decade, according to The Verge, is the Apple iPhone 4 from 2010.
If you think about it, it really was. That was honestly one of the first smartphones. It used all glass. It was. I can see it.
It was like the first
kind of-
really elegant looking smartphone.
Yeah, that's what changed the industry was the 4. Because if you look from the 3 to the 4, there was a huge difference.
Huge change. Yeah, and it was like the first time that they released a phone within like a price bracket that was really consumer friendly.
Yeah,
Not really consumer friendly, but like I had an iPhone.
enough. Yeah, I had an iPhone 4. I had a 4. I think I got a 4S. I was super stoked that I had
Yeah,
it.
it
I
was-
was like, this is
it was wild.
amazing.
Like me having an iPhone, like I could do all this stuff on my phone. It does apps. I can go on the internet. This is
Yep.
wild.
I can
Um,
download Talking Tom. Whoa.
Yeah. Doodle God, what is this?
Another quick thing to add to the list of the best tech trends of the decade. On a separate one, it was the past decade was the birth of Uber, Lyft, and Airbnb.
It's also true.
All of the obviously fitness watches, cutting the cord, changed TV forever. Cloud computing became a thing, and the number one of the most important trends of our decade, 4G.
4G.
Yeah,
Yeah.
4G LTE. That was evolutionary. I remember my wife had, what was it, the Thunderbolt? I think it was the first
Yeah,
one.
that was the first
Yeah.
4G phone.
Yeah.
And I don't know what phone I had, but it was maybe the iPhone. It was only 3G at the time. And we went to Pittsburgh. We're like, let's compare this. Like, holy shit, this is fucking fast.
Like,
Mhm.
wow, yours only took 30 seconds, where mine took 45.
But yeah,
Wow.
that was fun. But yeah, that was the top tech things. I agree with all that. Anybody else have anything to add? Before
No, not
Nathaniel
really.
goes into the movies and stuff, right quick.
Fidget spinners.
Fidget spinners, yeah, that was up there.
Fidget cubes are pretty lit.
The
Really
smart home
quick
in general
before
is
he's
pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Before he starts, I'll go over 2015's top points. January, Paris is targeted with multiple terrorist attacks, 17 people killed. February 1st, the New England Patriots intercept the Seahawks in the last second of the game to win the Super Bowl. March, Hillary Clinton releases 55,000 pages of emails to the State Department amid concern she was using personal email servers while serving as the Secretary of State. May 2015, outbreak of the Zika virus spreads to Brazil and made its way up to Central America, the Caribbean, and the bottom of Florida. I remember that the Zika
Jeez,
virus
yeah.
outbreak, that was huge.
Huge. Huge, bro. Huge.
Huge. May 2015, United States governments arrest 14 FIFA executives
Mhm.
for charges of racketeering, wire fraud, money laundering, and corruption of thousands of millions of dollars during over the years worldwide.
There was a
That was big.
movie that was released around that same time that was kind of about the history of FIFA and, like, you know, basically the execs, like, how great of people they are. like no joke, 10 people saw it in theaters. That's not even an exaggeration. I might be overestimating it.
Probably. That's funny though. I remember that. I remember that happened though. June 6th, American Pharaoh becomes the first horse in 37 years to win the Triple Crown.
I remember that. I watched that.
Yep. What was the horse before that? They made a movie about him.
It was
Seabiscuit?
No.
Yeah. No. Maybe.
Seabiscuit's the horse.
I knew it started with an S. Yeah, but I think it was.
Could be.
June 26th, a huge day. The Supreme Court legalizes gay marriage.
Yay.
Nice.
June 11th, drug lord El Chapo escapes for the second time from a cell in Mexico in the Mexicans' highest security prison by digging a tunnel underground the city.
That dude just deserves to be free by now.
It was Seabiscuit. He
Okay.
beat War Admiral.
July 20th. Diplomatic ties between Cuba and the United States are restored for the first time in almost 70 years after the Cuban Missile Crisis.
You can actually buy Cubans now.
Yep. August 2015, Ashley Madison website is hacked, exposing millions of cheating spouses, releasing their names, their personal pictures, their
remember
credit
that.
cards,
too.
and sex chats.
Oh, just a quick thing. Seabiscuit was one of them, but you guys are thinking of Secretariat.
That's who I'm thinking of.
Secretariat, yeah.
Secretariat.
Secretariat was the next one, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and also it was found out that 90% of every Ashley Madison interaction was with a bot, which is hilarious. 2006, August 26, 2015, Allison Parker and Adam Ward are shot and killed while filming a live segment for the news in Virginia.
Oh, I remember that.
I do too.
Yeah, dude just rolls up and shoots them both live on national TV. And I remember that they panned back to the people in the studio and they were like,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What just happened?
They'll be heavy.
Yeah. November 13th and 14th, more terror attacks strike Paris for the second time in the year, resulting in the death of 130 people and 500 people wounded. And December 18, 2015, the re-resurrection of Star Wars The Force Awakens, earning $2 billion worldwide globally. So go ahead, Nathaniel.
How exactly do you want me to do this? Because there's 100.
Just do the top 10. And then with movies of the year, the one above it from GameSpot, that's only a top 10
Right.
as well.
Okay.
Well, realistically, you can start however many you want. James did top
Okay.
40. You don't have to do top 40 if you don't
I'll
want
do like top 25, like
Yeah.
just from here, because there's no technically there's no order. It's just 100 of them.
Yeah.
So I'll start with the one that I think is one of the greater ones, just because I'm a huge Tarantino fanboy. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, one of the ones on here, and it's really fucking. Joker's on here. Let's see.
Which one are you doing really quick? Are you doing the Games
I'm-
Radar?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, just checking.
And then, so obviously those last two were 19. Then we have, this. So we have, I don't know that movie. Bear with me.
You have to go to page 3 to get to the top 25.
Yeah, I was just kind of
Oh, okay, I got it.
bouncing off. I'll do another one from 2014, then I'll go to page 3. The Grand Budapest Hotel. It's
Good
a Wes
movie.
Anderson film.
Great movie.
Really good movie. If not a lot of people are familiar with, just get familiar. Look up Wes Anderson. Probably know he's some of them. All right. Top 25. We have coming in at 25. Ex Machina, fantastic movie, 2014. And at least fantastic in my opinion. We have Blade Runner 2049. Nightcrawler. With Jake Gyllenhaal. That movie, that's a good
I remember
one.
that one. Yeah, that was
a
pretty
good
good.
one.
It Follows, which I thought was one of the dumbest movies of all time, in my opinion. It was such a it was like this sexually contracted spirit STD.
Nice.
So like if
It's
you
the
didn't have
worst.
sex with the next person, you die. That's why you just keep having sex and keep passing it along.
So it's like Crank.
Huh?
Not Crank. What was that one movie? Well, kinda too.
There was
Never
a movie
mind.
like it, but yeah, you had to keep doing something. And
Yeah.
If you stopped, you died.
And there's that
It's like
one
the worst chain letter movie ever.
and then we have Bridesmaids at 21. 20
Wonderful.
Drive in 2011. Not super positive with that name, that movie.
Drive.
Calm. Yeah.
That was one of Ryan Gosling's movies he got nominated for an Oscar for.
Mm. There's a lot of typos in that sentence. Wow. All right. Call Me By Your Name. Zero Dark 30, 2012. Fantastic. Francis Ha.
17.
2016 Gravity. That was actually
That was a good movie.
Yeah, I heard that was good. I've never seen it actually.
I wasn't.
It
a
was good.
fan.
no.
No, like it was pretty. It just there
Mark
wasn't.
just doesn't fuck with gravity. He
There
doesn't.
wasn't a story to it.
No, I
Same
got
with
you.
Prometheus.
Prometheus was cool, but yeah, no, I feel it. And then you got coming in at 15, Star Wars: The Force Awakens. That's interesting. The Raid 2011.
Yeah.
I know James talks about that, but I've never seen it.
I fuck with that movie hard.
Phantom Thread 2017. It's a Paul Thomas Anderson movie. That. Black Swan 2010, which I've heard was actually fairly good. It's a horror movie, not super.
Won a bunch of Oscars too.
Okay. Son of Saul at 11 in 2015. Next page. Oh, I hate Games Radar. It makes everything.
Oh, it
makes
just
everything
kills
super
everything.
slow.
Got to get that ad revenue in, bud.
Dude, there's like 80. Stop. Hang on. I'm refreshing the page. Yeah. Now, okay, that's butter.
Buttery smooth.
Oh, I refreshed it on 4. Cool. Just half of the things. Number 10, Dunkirk, 2017.
Good movie.
Debate. I was very upset. I expected more, but every possible action scene that was in that movie was the trailer, which gave you a lot more hopes that it was going to be was. It was still a good storyline, like it's good, but not what I was expecting. Arrival, which never seen. That 9 and 20. Inside Out, 26. Emotional Disney movie. Or Emotions Disney movie, I should say. The Tree of Life from 2011. There's nothing past 20. Mad Max Fury Road, which I heard that was 2015. Under the Skin, 2013. Boyhood, 2014. Interesting. Whiplash, fantastic fucking. Whiplash is so good. I don't know if are any of you familiar with that movie.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The scene that they
Whiplash.
show in the picture, the drum scene's iconic.
Oh yeah, Whiplash is fucking. I hate his face. What is Miles Teller? I can't stand Miles Teller. I don't know, but J.K. Simmons as well, and prodigy kid who just can't quite get himself there. La La Land, which apparently was huge.
Yeah,
got
it
the-
was a lot of it's nominated. I think the top most nominations for a movie in history for an Oscar.
And then coming in at number 1, the past decade. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this one. I'm gonna say it. One of the most overrated actors of all time. The movie was good though. Inception. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Inception was good.
I don't feel that's number 1 of the decade, but
No, not even close.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World should be.
don't think that came out in the last 10 years.
I think that was
Yeah, it did.
2009.
Did it?
No, what?
Still have to look it up.
It might be, but I'm pretty sure that came out like 2012 or something. We're all looking it up.
Yeah.
Oh, August 13th, 10. Okay, fair enough.
Oh,
Okay.
it's probably on the
Alright.
list somewhere.
Wow, it's been
but
that
yeah,
long.
there's 100 of them, so.
All right, let me pull up the other one now. That one's gonna be a lot easier to. God,
Which one's this?
we're gonna do the top 10.
The year?
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, these particular ones aren't any particular order, but they were just the top 10 movies of the year.
All right, 2019. If I can find them. Most 10 influential films of the decade. Let's go. Oh wait, that's of the year. What the? That's of the decade. Did you
No, it's-
put the year one in here?
Yeah, it's the one above movies of the decade. It's on the other page, below tech trends.
Below tech trends. Got you.
I don't know if you see it or not.
I'm looking at worst company of the year.
Go up,
Go up.
up. On page, I don't know what fucking page it is. 2. It's at the very
Top
bottom of page 2. Movies of the year. GameSpot. Top 10 movies of the year 2019.
Oh, most important tech gadgets, and then it's right around there, right?
It's underneath that. It's like literally
Well-
right underneath most important tech gadgets.
Not. It goes right to a list of internet phenomena.
I don't know what happened there. Do you have all the TV ones?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll do this top 10 movies of the year.
go for it.
So, Midsummer was on the top list. Us, Jason Peele's breakout movie. The follow-up to Get Out. Shazam. Booksmart. Olivia Wilde was the actor. Jojo Rabbit. It has Scarlett Johansson. Avengers Endgame. The Lighthouse. It is a black and white movie with Robert Pattinson and William Dafoe.
I love both of them.
And Joker. And the last best movie of the year, Detective Pikachu.
Nice.
Okay. All right. 100 best TV shows of the decade. If that was all right.
Yeah, that was it.
All right. We will do the top 25 once again. Scroll fast.
Well, he's scrolling. Walker, do you want to do 2017?
Yeah.
This
I'll
stuff.
finish that here really quick. It's 2016 actually.
Oh,
2016, April 21st, Prince is found dead. May 2016, Hulk Hogan's sex tape is released, starting the downfall of his career for a little while. It's come to find out that he was asked by his friend to have sex with his wife, and his friend recorded it without his knowledge.
Still
That's
said the
illegal.
N-word.
Yeah.
That's a good thing to come back to.
Yeah. June 24, 2016, Britain votes to leave the European Union.
Oh, that was fucked.
Now there's
Brexit.
who's the most? I think Ireland maybe, or Scotland or something is on board to do it too now.
Yep. I seen that.
Yeah.
August 5th to the 21st, the 2016 Winter Olympics in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Simone Biles, Biles, I don't remember how to say her name, is the breakout star of the Olympics. She won 4 gold medals and 1 bronze. American swimmer Ryan Lochte is roped into a scandal after he is caught lying, saying that he was assaulted and robbed at gunpoint at a nightclub in Rio. It ended up turning that he completely lied, and it was all false, so he can get money compensated from the Olympics.
Oh my word.
That's
Michael
not great.
Phelps ended his career by winning a gold medal, his 23rd gold medal of all time. It is 28th overall medal, making him the most winningest Olympian in history with the most gold medals. He had the most gold medals at 23 and the most overall medals at 28 for one person, which is insane.
Never gonna happen again.
2026.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Colin Kaepernick sits on the bench for the first time during the national anthem, saying, "I have to take a stand for people that are opposed." 2 weeks later, he takes the first knee.
I gotta take a stand by sitting down.
Yep. September 15th, Angelina Jolie files for divorce against Brad Pitt.
No Brangelina?
September 2016, our old friend Anthony Weiner is arrested for sexting a 15-year-old girl.
Our old friend Anthony Weiner.
Friend of the show.
Fucking
Friend of the
Weiner.
podcast.
October 8th, Washington Post publishes a video from 2015, Hollywood Access, of Donald Trump saying that he can grab any woman by the you-know-what because he's a celebrity.
No.
Yeah, that happened.
November 3rd, the Chicago Cubs break the greatest curse of all
they
time
did.
by winning their first World Series in 108 years. And
Curse of the goat is
November
broken.
8th goes down in infamy. Donald Trump is elected president, defeating Hillary Trump, yeah.
Hillary Trump.
Defeating Hillary Clinton in a landmark upset victory. So we want to talk about the top 25 shows of the
We
decade.
absolutely fucking do.
The top 25 shows of the decade?
Yeah.
Okay.
TV shows.
All right, at
Everyone's Game of
number
Thrones.
20, I hope not.
Oh, that's on there somewhere for sure.
At number 25, we're coming in with Justified, airing from 2010 to 2015 with 6 seasons. Looks kind of like a westerner-ish.
Yeah.
I'm not super familiar, but Bradley Russell's no thing, I think.
It was,
Number 24. Oh,
It was
boy.
on FX.
Number 24 pops in here, and mind you, didn't start anywhere near 2010, but 2001 to 2017 is when it ended, with 7 seasons over that course of 10 years. Yeah, just David Attenborough's Blue Planet 2 and Planet Earth 2.
I thought those were movies, not TV shows.
They're documentaries.
Uh,
They're TV documentaries.
Planet Earths are the movies.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Planet Earth 2 ended up being a TV documentary, though. True Detective, 2014 to present. Just a detective show. The Good Place, which I actually heard is fairly good. It is ending in 2020, but I believe it's Kristen Bell.
Yeah, I've never seen that one either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kristen Bell.
Kristen Bell. Apparently, it's really good. It's a lot of kooky shit. Like, it's a lot of fun from what I hear. Just check out. Stranger Things, 2016 to present.
Oh, yeah, that
Number
makes sense.
21. Killing Eve. I think that's a Hulu thing. I think as far
think
far
so.
as I know, it's good. It's got the one lady from Grey's Anatomy that plays the
Sandra Oh.
character. Yeah.
Oh.
Boardwalk Empire, 2010 to 2014 with 5 seasons. I heard that's really good too. Better Call Saul, that is really good. I've seen that. 2015 to present.
The prequel, the Breaking Bad, for those who don't know.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it more like a spiritual prequel though? Isn't it not like the direct prequel? Okay,
It's not
that's
a
what I
direct,
thought.
but it's related.
Yeah. Twin Peaks. Shot again. Twin Peaks: The Return. 1 season in 2017. Not good.
Not good at all.
I think this deserved more than what it got. I'll be honest. 16 Chernobyl in 2019. I thought it was actually. No, that's what I know Bradley Russell. Succession number 15, 2018 to present. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yes.
2005 to present. Atlanta 2016 to present. Wait. I was right. Stop. 12. Catastrophe. 2015 to 2019. It is a selection sitcom, apparently. Not sure too much of it, but looks deep.
It was Carrie Fisher's last show.
Ah. Okay. Number 11, Black Mirror, 2011 to present. I didn't realize that show was going on though.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah, I didn't know that show was that old too.
for a while.
Wow.
interesting. The Leftovers, which I heard was pretty good, 2014 to 2017 with 3 seasons. It's
That's number 10.
apparently similar to The Wire. Number 10, yeah.
Yep.
Number 9 pops in with Mad Men. Fantastic fucking show.
Mhm.
If you've never seen Mad Men, go watch Mad Men. 8, I'm surprised at that one, but good. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, number 8, 2013 to present. 7 comes in Hannibal. Mads Mikkelsen.
Maz Mikkelsen.
just-
Gotta love him.
just watch
best
that.
boy.
Best boy.
Best boy.
Yo,
that's-
I'm hella shocked at number 6 because definitely one of the greatest shows of all time, in my opinion. BoJack Horseman. Fucking love that show. It's so good. 2014 to present, BoJack Horseman. Honestly, just watch it. I can't.
It's great. I
Yeah.
recommend it too.
Like
I've heard
I
that
could
one's
try
pretty
to.
funny.
I could try to explain it, but like the best way I can say it is it's objectively better than Rick and Morty. Go watch it.
Hmm.
I'm gonna upset some people with that one. Fine. 5 is Parks and Rec, 29 to 2015.
That's a good
Uh,
one.
Fantastic.
Multi-cam sitcom kind of idea. Community, number 4, 2009 to 2015.
Also really great.
I've actually never saw that. I've seen clips with what's his
Highly
name, Donald
recommend.
Glover.
It's-
Okay.
Yeah, it's great.
Apparently this is really good. I hear Michael about this. Number 3 comes in with Fleabag. It is Phoebe Waller-Bridge's one more. It's based on Phoebe Waller-Bridge's one more stage show. Apparently, pretty good. Number 2 is Game of Thrones. Actually,
Wow.
2011 to 2019. I don't know
gonna
what number
guess?
1 is. Yeah,
Who's
what are
gonna
we guessing
guess?
for number 1?
I already know, so I can't say because I wanted to see what this was.
I
I'm
can't
gonna
even
guess.
think.
I'm gonna guess.
If it's Rick and Morty,
Walking
I'm jumping
Dead.
out my window.
Oh,
I
yeah,
was gonna
Walking
say, if
Dead.
It's probably Rick and Morty.
Yeah, either Rick and Morty or The Walking Dead.
Not
Harvey
what you-
Birdman,
God
Attorney
damn
at
it.
Law.
It's not what you think it is.
Not
Must
even
be
that
something like
good.
off, like random as hell, like weeds or something.
It's fucking Breaking Bad.
Oh,
That show is phenomenal though.
It is great.
It's-
Probably didn't deserve number 1. At least in my opinion.
Of the decade, I don't think
I'm
it deserved number 1.
Shocked, The Office isn't on this list.
That's what I'm
I-
saying.
But wait,
Yeah.
hold on. The
I
Office I,
was-
thought
I
was
looked.
pre
Yeah, I thought that
2010.
was longer ago.
So was
2005
fucking
to
the other
2013.
four ones on here.
The last season it ended in June 2013 is when The Office ended.
Always Sunny started in 2005. Most of those kind of shows started in 05.
Mhm.
Yeah, no,
Got
it
a
wasn't.
point there,
It's
but-
not on this list at all. But I don't know if it's because it started so early in the 2000s that they didn't include it.
Or maybe because it ended so early in the 2000s. In the 2010s, maybe it just didn't last long enough to be relevant to this.
Yeah. No, I checked and I looked and it wasn't on here at all.
But yeah, that's your top 10 shows of the decade.
Number 95 is Key and Peele.
Yeah, I'm curious on a couple of those other
that
ones.
shit was funny.
But yeah, no, I looked through all of them because I'm like, Office is on here somewhere, and it wasn't on the list at all. So I'm assuming
Wow.
they took into consideration it started too quickly or it started too soon in the 2005, so that's why they
See,
didn't put it on this.
I can't go with that anymore because it's way too high up. This should be probably in the top 10 personally. But How I Met Your Mother started 13. It's on here.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Yeah, 30
no,
Rock.
ha-
30 Rock is 47. 30 Rock, 2006 to 2013.
Where's Big
Yeah.
Bang Theory?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Like, I'm gonna feel bad if the Big Bang Theory is on there.
That was probably before 2000. Wasn't that before 2010?
It just
Yeah,
ended
but
a
who
couple
knows what
months
this
ago.
is? Like,
The Big
there's a
Bang
lot
Theory,
on here.
32 is Rick and Morty. 30 is Bob's Burgers.
I'm surprised
Uh,
Silicon Valley wasn't further up.
Big Little Lies 27. I do not see Big Bang Theory either.
Good.
Hmm.
that's
Oh,
good.
what?
That makes me feel
Penny-
better.
Penny Dreadful is way up. Jesus, that's a good show.
Yeah, I don't see.
Surprised Peaky Blinders isn't.
Yep.
I'm
no,
surprised
Bangers.
Twin Peaks, the new one, is on there.
89 is Orange is the New Black. This Is Us is 88.
The Clone Wars is fucking 78. That was great.
But yeah, no, Big Bang Theory and The Office is not on here,
That's crazy.
which is weird. I checked the top shows of the year. That list is shit. It's not even a list. It basically it just says season 5, episode 9 is what it does.
Do you want me to run through the 37 influential movies, or are you done with?
No, because that's not really a list either. So,
Eh,
and because the time frame of what we're at now, we're at 3 hours already. So,
yeah.
Wow.
Longest podcast in a while.
so
Yeah.
really quick here, I'll do
And we thought this was going to be the short one.
shorter one.
No.
2017, and then I'll get into some internet phenomenons, and then Schroeder, you can finish up, and then we'll talk about our stuff.
What am I finishing up
27.
with?
The top and best worst companies,
Oh,
the list below mine. So,
Yep.
2017 was an interesting year. January 20th, Donald Trump is sworn in the office. February 26th, La La Land is mistakenly announced to be the best picture at the Oscars, but it was actually Moonlight. If you guys remember that or not,
Yeah.
that was funny. April 2017, Firefest happened, but it didn't happen, and will go down as the biggest scam of the decade, if not of all time. If you don't know what Firefest is, go watch the YouTube, the Netflix special.
Yeah, it's great.
May 22nd, 22 people leaving an Ariana Grande concert in Manchester are killed in a terrorist bombing. My wife said May 19th, my son was born.
There you go.
July 8th, the New York Times publishes a report about Donald Trump and his son meeting with Russian agents that led to the investigation of the 2016 presidential election. July 17th, R. Kelly is accused of holding 6 women at his house to be a part of his sex cult.
Nice.
Oh,
R. Kelly is canceled.
October 17th, the Me Too movement starts. Kevin Spacey, Matt Lauer, Charlie Cross, Louis C.K., and Harvey Weinstein are accused of sexually assaulting actresses. October 1st, 850 people are injured outside of a Las Vegas casino at a country concert. And 58 people were killed in the largest mass shooting in history. November 21st, a viral video emerges of a North Korean soldier crossing the border to South Korea while being shot at. I don't know if you guys remember that or not.
yeah.
December 31st, Logan Paul's Suicide Force video airs, creating the most controversial video of the year. And
Good job,
with
Logan.
that, let's the biggest internet phenomenons of the century. Beanie Babies ended in 2000. The last Beanie Baby was sold in 2010.
Really?
Yeah. Elf Yourself. Who remembers those videos?
I do.
Yeah.
The dancing
Mhm.
videos. FreeCreditReport.com.
FRE, that
becomes
spells
a
free.
website.
Creditreport.com, baby. I saw their ad on my TV. Thought about going, but I was too lazy. And started looking fly and rolling
yes.
fat. Yeah.
That song inspired many spoofs that were posted on YouTube, which is absolutely hilarious. Let's see, we got here. All these are old. The viral sensation Pepsi Max and Jeff Gordon's video, where he goes to buy a car and he basically drifts it around a whole entire city, scaring the shit out of an unknown car salesman, which is absolutely hilarious. If you haven't watched that, you should definitely go see that, because that was absolutely hilarious. Viral challenges were huge over the past 10 years. So, Banana Sprite Challenge started off the decade. You quickly had to eat 2 bananas and drink an entire bottle of Sprite without vomiting.
It's a 2 liter, isn't it?
Yeah. While the vomiting response is common, it's the chemical reaction that it was very, very hard to pass. Bird Box challenge. So the movie Bird Box came out, and it basically ignited a challenge of people, Twitch streamers especially, playing an entire game while being blindfolded. However, people took it to
Too far.
everyday activities, including blindfolding themselves playing board games, blindfolding themselves trying to cook, walk across busy streets in New York City, and drive cars while being filmed by their friends. Many accidents and many injuries were reported due to this. The ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. Who all participated in that?
I did.
Did you really? Did you
Yeah.
guys really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep, I did.
Not me.
I got 60 likes on a post on
Yeah,
Facebook.
there's a shirtless video of me on Facebook pouring.
Nice.
Great.
But yeah, that inspired a whole generation of people who did not know what ALS, and actually generated millions of dollars for the organization.
Good old Lou Gehrig's disease. Gotta get rid of
Which
it.
is awesome. Okay. Where are we at here? I lost my spot. Hang on. Cheese challenge. This was more recent trend from 2019, where parents threw
yeah.
slices of cheese at their infant's face and
Sweet.
watch their reaction.
Ah.
Walker, why
good
haven't
one.
you done it yet?
I know I should have. It's kind of past now. I really can't do it now. The cinnamon challenge. The
I
cinnamon
remember
challenge. You take a spoonful
that
of ground
too.
cinnamon.
Me too.
Try to swallow it in 60 seconds without drinking any water. Have you tried that?
It's
Oh, yeah.
fucking difficult.
It is.
Several times.
Yeah, I was determined to beat it. I got halfway, and started gagging.
The condom challenge, where you take a latex condom
Nope.
filled with water, and dump it on your head, and if it stucks, you win.
If it stucks.
Also, if it stucks, it also incorporated a new challenge where you stuck a latex condom up your nose and try to pull it out the other side.
Of your mouth.
Yep.
Icky.
So, which caused a lot of harm, as many people got the condom stuck in their throat. Some people actually ended up coughing it out a couple days later. Unreal.
Nope.
The eraser challenge. It was a trend where rubs a eraser on your bare skin as hard as they can while inciting the English alphabet. I don't understand why that was a thing. Oh my god. Some of these are unreal.
Kids
food
are
challenges were
stupid.
huge. Saltine cracker challenge, where you try to eat 10 saltine crackers without water in 60 seconds.
Yeah, that one's not too bad.
No.
Yeah, that wasn't horrible. The fire challenge, an activity where you attempt an app where you
Jump
apply
fire.
refers to an application of flammable liquids to someone's body and then setting the liquids aflame while recording the video.
Oh, I used to do that all the time.
So I used to do that shit before it was a challenge. I just sprayed my arm with Axe and fucking fire.
Yeah. I did that on my jeans once, and like I singed a bunch of hair.
That's hot
Um,
pants.
The food stamps challenge, a trend in
I
the
don't
United
like
States
this.
popularized by religious groups and community activists and food pantries, where a family of means chooses to purchase food only using a math equation to equivalate how many people in their house and how much money they should spend per day. So you would spend, if you had
Oh.
like 4 people and you were allotted $164, you would spend $7 on each person a day on food.
Okay.
Gallon smashing, or known as
Fucking-
supermarket milk smash.
Fucking
take two-
assholes.
You take 2 gallons of milk and smash them as hard as you can on the floor and run away.
That's it.
A lot of those
just
were
being a
staged.
dick.
Like most people would pay for things beforehand, and
Oh yeah. Kylie Jenner lip challenge. For those who don't
Oh.
know, you would take a glass or something that goes over your lips and
Yeah.
suck as hard as you can, making your lips really puffy and big. The mannequin challenge, where you would stand as still as possible while someone with the camera walks in and out of all the people. The Running Man challenge.
Remember that one, the standing still one. Those were cool to watch.
My Boo by Ghost Town DJs. The I'm watching you. I know. That's that one.
Sure.
Where you just run in place and just do the Running Man. Salt and Ice challenge. Internet phenomenon with participants pour salt on their bodies, usually on arms, and ice is then placed on the salt, causing a burning sensation, and participants
It's fucking awful.
have
Well,
to
yeah,
withstand
because
it for
that-
the longest amount of time they win.
Well, yeah, because that like makes it even colder.
2 minutes. I only survived 2 minutes, and my hand was melted 5 days.
The greatest
Wow.
challenge.
I couldn't close it.
The greatest challenge of all time, the Tide Pod challenge, where you
Delicious.
ingest the Tide Pods.
It's just fucking. It's fire and ice candy, bro. It's like,
Dancing trends also became a thing. The dab. The dancing banana, peanut butter jelly time went viral again. The Harlem Shake. Hit the Quan.
I have a video of the Harlem Shake with a bunch of friends.
Turned down for what?
I had my dad used to be in a band, and I had the whole entire bar do the Harlem Shake. It was fucking awesome. Hit the Quan. Wedding entrance dance, basically where you start Chris Brown's Forever, and you dance out as displayed on The Office, where you just basically come out and you dance. And the Kiki Challenge, In My Feelings by Drake, which will be considered probably one of the biggest challenges of the decade. as
Ghost
it was
Ride
most
the Whip.
popular.
I remember that.
The
Yeah.
T-pose. The Techno Viking, for those who don't remember. It was basically the guy pointed and just starts going ham. Super buff dude. Starts going ham in the middle of England with some techno music. Basic. I don't think Gangnam Style was in 2010.
Yeah, it was. That's how.
Was it?
I would
I
look
shit
up, but I'm
happens.
asserting
Did Gangnam
dominance.
Style come out before 2010? Someone look that up. The Thriller dance. January 2010, one of the most popular videos in history. The whole entire prison in the Philippines all synchronized dance to the Thriller. Remember that?
Gangnam Style was 2012.
Oh, well, I don't know why Gangnam Style's not on here. That wasn't really a viral dance though.
Yeah, it was.
Was it?
Oh yeah. I heard about it too much.
And then the hamster dance, which I'm not sure what the hamster dance is.
That's all I remember.
So those were the biggest internet viral sensations of all time. Not all time, but the past decade.
You getting tired over there, James?
You have a fucking armrest right there, bud.
I'm not using it though.
That's a hard T pose.
It is.
Yeah, I'm T-posing with such dominance that I need to stretch a little bit. My neck.
A couple other honorable mentions of the 2010s. Flappy Bird was only available for 3 days, and then the creator got death threats and people rioting outside of his house.
Unless you
Y'all
had a
remember the
Samsung
kid
phone.
that's- Yeah. Y'all remember the kid who stabbed his
Alright,
because of that
look him up.
game?
Or people would not delete it, and
Yes.
then they sold their phones on eBay for
I'm
like
sorry.
$20,000
Yeah.
or something stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
hash-
available on the Samsung like App Store for like 8 months. Like afterwards, it was crazy. Like after it was
Yeah,
taken
at
off
the
everywhere else.
time, at the time, I think I had my LG and I was able to get it.
Images, really quick. Break the internet. The picture of Kim Kardashian posing news, exposing her butt and the champagne going over her head. Crash or Squirrel. I don't know what that. I don't remember exactly what that was. These are kind of like memes. Dat Boy.
Oh, do we really need to
I-
talk about the memes? Since we
Yeah,
can't see,
that's
we
a
can't,
lot.
we can't see them.
Well, there was more just images. The dress. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah, is it blue or is
What color
it?
was
I'm
the dress?
colorblind. Fuck off.
Dress.
It all
Frumpy
looks
Cat
like a
passed away.
dress. We don't
Uh,
talk about the sad animals.
Lonnie
No.
or what was it? Lonnie or Laurel?
Yanni or Laurel.
Yeah, the
It
word
was fucking Laurel.
Laurel. I hear Yanni. What?
No, the fuck you don't.
Yeah, those were some of the big things of the year. There's a lot more internet phenomenons, but something just got to go through. There was a lot this past year, so especially meme wise. I know we kind of talked about.
yeah.
Let's do the top meme list.
No,
Oh, it's gonna be really hard.
no.
Mm-hmm.
So before Schroeder goes, 2018, Stormy Daniels said she had an affair with Trump and exposes the size of his penis.
Nice.
February 9th to 25th, the Winter Olympics is held in South Korea. For the first time in history, South Korea and North Korea walked out under the same flag during the opening ceremonies and together competed as a single country. 2000 February 14th, 17 students and staff members were shot at Douglas High School. March 2014, data analysts from Cambridge accused Facebook of using and keeping data of 50 million Facebook users without their permission.
Fucking Cambridge Analytics.
Yep.
Cambridge Analytica, to be specific.
Mm-hmm.
March 24th, hundreds of thousands of people take part in March of Our Lives in Washington, D.C. After the shooting in Parkland, and call out for gun reform, basically another school shooting. February 13th, United States, Britain, and France conduct an airstrike on Syria, sparking a kind of a cold sense war. April 6th to the June 20th, zero tolerance policy, immigration policy, where it separated thousands of children of immigrants from their parents. May 29th, millions around the world watch Britain's Prince Henry and American actress Meghan get married. June 24th, 2018, Saudi Arabia lifts bans allowing women to drive. June 10th, Thai soccer coach and players are rescued from a flooded cave after more than 2 weeks being stuck in the cavern. And 27th of September, more than 20 million people tune in to watch the hearing of Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh. That was big.
Mm-hmm.
And Schroeder, you want to talk about who the worst and best companies to work for in 2019?
A second before that happens, just to refresh everyone here, that fucking Notre Dame thing actually happened a lot sooner than we had fucking thought.
Did it?
Apparently, that was April 2019, dudes.
Yeah, that
Fuck.
happened this year.
Wow.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
April
shit.
18th, 2019.
Interesting.
I was like, wait, this had to have been like a second one. Apparently, it happened this year. Just time's a construct, and we forget.
Yeah.
Time's
Go
just a
ahead, Schroeder.
theory, a game theory.
A game theory. All right, so the top 10 companies to work for. We actually have a friend that works out with this one. And coming in at number 10, we have VMware. At number 9, we got Procter & Gamble. As it turns out, PayPal seems to be not too bad of a company to work for at number 8. Anthem at 7. Company called Alphabet at
Google.
6. Is that who that is?
That's the company that owns Google. Yeah.
Oh. Salesforce is at number 5. Intel sitting at number 4. 3, we have Apple.
Hell yeah.
Huh? Number 2 is NVIDIA. That's crazy. I didn't know NVIDIA would be on the list. And who's going to guess what the number 1 company to work for in the United States is presently?
Definitely not
Microsoft.
Boeing.
Boeing?
No, he said not Boeing.
Oh,
Is it? It's not Walmart, is it?
Target.
I mean, people talk highly of Walmart, even though they shouldn't. But
Whole
yeah, I don't-
Foods.
huh?
the co-op.
Bethesda.
Really?
No,
I
it's
was gonna say,
Microsoft.
what? I was gonna say, it has to be Microsoft or something like that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Microsoft was the #1 company to work for. Now we're going to go in the opposite direction with who are the crappiest companies to work for?
Electronic Arts.
I don't
This
expect.
isn't so much a list. It's just like if you scroll down, you see where it says bottom of the barrel, Schroeder.
Yeah.
That's kind of.
Well, I have a list.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah. So on that list we got Steak and Shake.
Oh yeah,
We
the
got-
company that wants $10,000 to franchise their own fucking business.
Isn't that crazy? Family Dollar.
I can see that. A lot of a store manager makes like $13 an hour.
That's crazy.
Yep.
I don't expect you guys. I don't know any of these other companies except for like one. We got Speedway, which is a gas station.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A place called CDK Global. They're a computer hardware and software company. Let's see if they have anything on here. Nothing other than details on how much they suck. The U.S. Security Associates.
I actually know
Advertise-
that one.
Yeah.
My buddy
Glassdoor
works
says
for
they're
that.
terrible. Genesis Healthcare. Frontier Communications comes in at number 4.
Yes.
That's an internet company.
Uh-huh. The Fresh Market, which is a like whole food co-op idea. Pretty crappy to work there. United Biosource. I don't know what that does. Safety, I think safety products maybe. I don't know what they do. And the #1 crappy place to work at is a company called Union Pacific.
Oh yeah, I hear they're trash.
Transportation management company that have been around for 155 years. They still haven't quite figured it out.
Figure it out.
That is the top 10 best and worst companies to work for.
Real fast, just a small little side bitch from me. Why is this my chart? It's like almost a foot long. Anyway.
So I'll finish up with my list. 2019, Spotify joins and gets into podcasting.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Apple cancels the AirPower.
You can now listen to the Level Unlock podcast on Spotify.
You can. March 2019, the governments around the world banned the Boeing 737 MAX after 2 planes crashed, killing 346 people in less than 5 months, making Boeing the worst company to work for financially.
Jesus.
March 12th, 2019, federal prosecutors charged in Boston charged 50 people with using bribes to get their kids into college, such as Lori Loughlin and Felicity Hoffman. If you don't know who Lori is, what the fuck's that show? Full House.
Oh, Stephanie.
Yep. She paid $500,000.
Who's their aunt, actually?
Oh, aunt, yeah. Paid $500,000 to the rowing coach to have them become on the rowing team, and they've never rowed a day in their life. 2018, the Robert Mueller report gets released. July 7th, the U.S. women's national soccer team wins the World Cup for the 4th time in a row.
Mm-hmm.
August 10th, becoming the biggest meme of the year, Jeffrey Epstein is found dead in his jail.
It's also turned into one of the biggest memes of the year.
Yep. December 18th, 2019 will forever go down as one of the largest and most impactful days in history, not even of the decade or the year, Donald Trump is impeached, making him only the third president in history to be impeached.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Impeached
Sorta.
by the House.
Yeah.
But still, it's still next to his name it goes down as him being impeached. No matter what
Yeah, he
happens.
technically was
If he
impeached.
stays in office, he still will be under the light of an impeached president.
Does that go
which-
away if he's
never-
adjudicated?
Nope. Richard Nixon, he resigned from
Watergate.
being the president before he actually could be officially impeached by the Senate. So that he still goes down impeached. And who the fuck is the third president?
Talk about Clinton.
Yeah, Clinton was impeached.
Clinton was
Oh, yeah.
impeached.
Yeah, Clinton was impeached, but he didn't get kicked out of office.
But there was somebody else.
No, I thought that was it.
No,
Yeah,
there
there's
was
only
one
3.
more. No, there was one more. Happened during the revolutionary. During the
I don't think he got impeached. I think he stepped down. I thought.
before they actually did it.
Andrew Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Andrew Johnson, Bill Clinton, and Donald Trump were the 3 presidents to be impeached. Richard Nixon resigned before the
Before
ending
he
of
could.
his impeachment
Mhm.
hearing.
Okay, yeah.
So that's why he was going to be impeached. He was actually going to be kicked out of office for what he did.
Looks a little bit more respectable to step down.
Yeah, but he actually stepped down before they could pass the final vote.
Yeah.
Watergate.
Yep, the Watergate scandal. So
I am not a crook.
2020 is upon us, gentlemen, and so is the end of this podcast.
And so is 1:30 a.m.
Wait, you forgot the most important thing that happened in 2019.
I know what it is.
We made a podcast.
Exactly. The Level Unlock podcast started.
Born. Level Unlock podcast was conceived by those 2 men, and with it, us 3 little bastard children decided to get adopted too.
Hell yeah.
So instead of talking about what we feel our most impactful moment is of the decades and the past year, because I'm assuming you 4 want to go to bed, let's talk about what we're looking forward to in the future. 2020 has a ton of games, ton of content, new consoles, tons of movies. It's going to be huge and a very expensive year. James knows, that's why he's sighing inside. He's like, kill me now, because he knows what's coming.
Yeah, he has to
That'd be
play
a-
all of them.
That'd be a fantastic long-winded
I
topic
really
for the
asked
next
one of it.
episode.
So, but
That
by
was
the
not
time the next
funny.
episode
Shit,
is, we're
Mr.
already in
Nate James.
2020.
Yeah, we are.
Because for those who don't know, we are not having a podcast next week.
Mm-mm.
We are taking a 1-week break and commencing on
Chapter 2.
Chapter 2 of the Level Unlock podcast on January 12th. So we are taking a 1-week break. So we'll make it quick. Go around, guys. Each one. Start with you, Schroeder. What are you looking for? Let us know where we can find you, and we'll
Yeah.
end the show like that. We'll end
Okay.
the show what we're doing and what we plan on doing for the week, but this time just do the entire year.
Yeah. So, in a nutshell, I'm excited about Splash Screen Gaming, Level Unlock Podcasts, and all of you guys. I think this is the year we're really going to kick off some crazy stuff. I'm hoping.
That's the plan.
You know, over the last week or so, we've really been kind of brainstorming and kicking around different ideas as to production schedules and, you know, team efforts. Really getting analytical with our channels, figuring out how this thing works, and just trying to be awesome. As far as games go, I don't have anything really on my radar that I'm super stoked about. I kind of want to play that one game that I got obsessed with the music for. What was that? With the Nordic
Yeah, the Viking music.
Oh,
was
Hellblade.
Hellblade. I want to play those just because they look pretty cool. But
The
I mean,
first
other
one's
than
on
that-
Game Pass.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually maybe I'll do that do a Wednesday night run on that. I looked it up. It's only like an 8-9 hour long
It's
game.
not long.
Yeah, so maybe I'll do that one. But we got Ark coming up. That's gonna be
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
That's gonna be super fun, I think. Or
No,
we'll do what we
it'll
always
be
do and
fun.
play it for a couple weeks and then never touch it, not touch it again for 5-6 months. We might, hopefully, we get on the GTA thing.
I really hope so.
Yeah, that would be fun. Finish ironing that thing out, and that's Mr. Mark there. That's his love child.
You know it's
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, speaking of the mods with that too, I look forward to showing you guys what mods I have set up for the Arc servers because I have a handful of them in there that really amplify the quality of gameplay. But other than that, you guys can find me on Splash Screen Gaming on Twitch and YouTube. On the Facebook and Instagram, it's Team Splash Screen, and on the Twitter, it's Splash Screen G.
Shit.
Yeah.
What about you, James?
All right.
What are you
Well,
looking forward to in this next year? And looking forward to what are you gonna be playing? What are you gonna be doing? Where can we find you?
what am I not going to be playing? What am I not looking forward to? I mean, I'm looking forward to everything. I'm going to be playing fucking
I'm
literally
so
everything.
excited.
I'm going to be playing literally everything. I'm not going to have time. What is
He's
the
got that
social
voice
life?
because he knows how expensive it's gonna be.
Who needs money and social lives? Am I right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Things I'm looking forward to with my stuff is more streaming, all that good stuff. I want to start doing more scripted content, like reviews and such. And then I do really want to get, I say this every year, but I really want to get into speedrunning. So I want to start working on that, hashing that out. You can find me youtube.com/peopleihate-studios, twitch.tv/peopleihate-studios, Twitter @peopleihate10.
And what did you just make today?
What?
Discord.
Oh, I made my own Discord server.
Oh yeah, you did.
I did. I'm a cool kid.
Nathaniel. Same questions.
Huh?
Same questions. What are you looking forward to?
Ah,
What are you gonna be
same
playing this
question.
past year? Where can we
Okay.
find you?
What am I gonna be playing this past year? Well,
I mean,
you
this
see.
future year. Sorry.
um,
What games you looking forward to? What are you playing on doing?
dude, I genuinely don't even remember what's fucking coming out, to tell you the truth. Some games that a lot of
Unfortunately,
people
no.
forgot about. I'm excited for Deathloop. I think that's gonna be a super dope Bethesda game that's coming out. That fucking one that's basically Spy versus Spy. I can't remember what that one is, but that looks really good too. Um, there's just a couple games. There's a couple smaller games that like voice yet that I think are gonna be really good.
Would say RE3 make, but you haven't played any of the Resident Evil games, any of the good ones.
No.
So.
We have to fucking meet. We have to meet up for that. That's actually something I'm excited to do in 2020. Can have James teach me the way of Resident.
How many hours do you think it would take to
Collaborations.
play through the entire franchise?
All the Resident Evil games?
Like
Like,
1, 2, so you can be ready for 3.
well, 1 and 2, I mean, fuck. Am I playing?
You're
Just
telling me how to
someone who's
play.
never played.
All right, someone who's never played, probably about, I would say probably a good weekend.
Okay.
To go through all of them? Oh,
Well, at
just
least
the
1 and
two?
2. If you want to go through
Okay.
all of them, I mean, I could probably go through them 4 or 5 days, easy.
Yeah. Okay. That might be something worth doing.
But like, if you just want to do like, if I was to play through 1 and 2, give me a night. I got it. Give me a day.
Good shit. What else, Nate? Where can we find you?
Find me everywhere, every single social media platform. YF Kitsune.
Kid's about to pass out on the mic.
Bro, I'm tired as fuck.
I'm tired as fuck
But
too. I
no.
opened today.
No, yeah,
Oh,
same.
man.
But to be more specific on the games that I'm like excited for, besides just Deathloop, because that looks like a really interesting concept. Really, really quickly, just in case anyone's not aware, basically 2 people trapped on an island, kill each other or figure out how to not kill each other. If you die, you reset. Period. That's just how it's gonna go. But other than that, I'm also pretty hyped for what is, if I get my Switch this year, I definitely want to play Odd Meat. Oh, fucking I want to play both Oris. Ori and the Will of the Wisp looks really good, so I want
Yeah, those games do look cool.
I think you would like
I want to get Grand Blue as well. That looks like a
Which one? The fighting
the
game, the
new one.
RPG,
Fantasy Versus.
or the fighting game?
Bleeding Edge. That's another one. Fucking. Let's see. There was one more. Actually, super. It is.
Nate, another thing that you're gonna be working on this year is
Yeah.
Anime Corner. You and me,
Yes,
we're gonna
we
get
are
back
gonna
into
be.
that.
So we had our basically that was your teaser episode. We're gonna have a lot more time coming 2020, so we're actually gonna be able to give you shit.
I don't know about me, but
Okay, until the
We'll
start the
make
big
time.
games come out. So I mean, let's just do it like publicly. Do you want to ditch cells at work
yeah,
and
let's
do like things?
let's just fucking sell. Let's get rid of cells at work. We could do it some other time.
Okay, so do you want to do like a more commonly known anime? Like you were talking about JoJo's. If I sit down and watch JoJo, that one.
I'm fine with it.
I'd
I
probably
would-
be able to participate in those ones.
Hell yeah, dude. Oh, goes to
Tsushima.
Tsushima. That looks really good too. But yeah, man, there's a lot of games. Or I don't know how many I'll actually get. There's a holy fuck. What is this? Oh, these are to be announced. Okay, Jesus Christ. But yeah, YF Kitsune on everything. Fucking the YouTube,
Make it
fucking
happen.
Twitch, all of it. It's fucking my Facebook page. Hopefully, will become more active. I need to get a logo made. I just don't have a logo, and I need one.
I sent you
20
something
new year, baby.
When did you send me something?
during the show.
Oh
Check
shit.
your Discord messages when we're done.
What about you,
Alright.
Mark?
Nothing too crazy. Yeah, I've been sort of gnawing it over what I want to do. To be honest, I kind of want to go into like vlogging videos again and just sort of like I look back at my old YouTube videos and like just short, quick, like put together scripted videos worked, or I just enjoyed making those. But beyond that, I haven't put too much thought into it. I'll probably end up streaming some games at some point, but I say that every week, so.
Well, hey,
we'll
this is
get
for the
there.
entire year though. So
Yeah, so gotta hope for the best. I gotta say I'll do it, so I'll do it.
Yeah, man. 2020, new start.
Yeah,
I'll
I'd
run
definitely
behind
like to
you
do some
whenever you get
vlogging.
going.
But then you can catch me on Twitch and YouTube at MarkDude701. Yeah.
For myself, as always, Captain Geach, 15. Maybe do a brand change. I may say fuck it and just keep it. I'm already in so deep with that name. That's something I'm contemplating through the next year. Definitely want to get into YouTube way more. Start YouTube videos. I bought a camera at one point and I returned it because I got scared and didn't do it. But I've always been interested in doing like a Mr. Beast type thing, where helping like the homeless, things along those lines, or just vlogging my crazy family life. If a 9-year-old kid can make millions of dollars playing with fucking toys, why can't we? And my
Why can't the 5 of us figure this out? Two.
Definitely gonna get back into streaming, lose a lot of weight, hopefully, knock on wood. I do want to get back to the stream that I had before, where I started off last year, 45 followers in like fucking 3 weeks.
I know, we were flying at first.
And then I stopped, and I need to get back into that. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot comes out in
a few weeks.
12 days.
Don't
First
fucking
game of the year,
remind
January
me.
9th. Definitely be getting that. Of course, the game of the year, already calling it Final Fantasy VII Remake. 100% will be getting that, playing that. And can't really think of other games off the top of my head that are coming out other than that one right there. Well, those two, I should say. Well, definitely playing that. And I've actually been interested in like replaying Final Fantasy VII.
Did I spark your interest again?
You did.
How about
You
instead
really
of
did.
replaying it, why don't you just watch my YouTube Let's Play?
I was thinking I was doing the same
Up,
thing.
up those
I'm
views of mine,
finishing-
please.
I'm finishing the abridged versions because they're fucking hilarious, and then I was gonna watch yours. I actually had that planned. So getting
Thanks, bud.
bigger into YouTube, focusing on this channel obviously is a priority. Making this as big as it can go next year. Taking that week where we are being represented by Podbean and just taking it and driving, making a new logo, making a new theme song, an entrance song, doing the works. So, but thank you everyone for hanging out. We'll call it a podcast here. Email us, love us, like us, levelunlockpodcast@gmail.com. Tweet us, love us, like us, follow us at what, James?
LVL Unlocked Pod. That's LVL Unlocked Pod.
I'm most likely going to split this podcast into two.
So exciting.
Into two podcasts because we are at 3 hours and 45 minutes, making this officially our longest podcast ever. And our last one of the year. So thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching season 1, season 1, chapter 1 of the Level Unlock podcast. Everybody have a great year. Have a great
dude,
year.
we've only been doing this for a week.
Yeah,
Huh?
I've been doing it for a week.
We've only been doing this for a week.
Have a great New Year's, guys. We'll see you January 12th for chapter 2 of the Level Unlock podcast. Have a
Chapter
beautiful 2020.
2. Thank you for your time, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.
I'll let these credits roll for a minute.